So we're gonna hop right into this. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is corpse_12. This will be a recording. So for the future fellow people that watch this, I do apologize. Again, internet is kind of pooping the bed. We do have plans of upgrading, but in the meantime, it's not here yet. I think I'm gonna get this equipment for the like tomorrow. So this will be a recording. I do apologize because I love hearing and seeing you guys in the chat, and ultimately, not being able to go live does suck, especially when these are live matches. Other than that, tonight, as you guys can see, we have O7 taking on. I forgot to flip the maps. That is what's up. Hold on. So we're all out of shambles today, but it's O7 taking on Militia. It is going to be both teams are 1-1 and they're both 3-0. Again, I forgot to change that on O7's part. I am really not on it today. But as we're getting into the lobby, again, this is going to be a fun one. We got Vault Hardpoint first. We got Hacienda S&D second. And then a triple protocol, which, by the way, if you tuned in last night, you would have known that I had a triple vault. So it looks like a lot of teams love sticking to some similar maps. They like sticking to some, the last three maps always like being the same, I guess. But as we are hopping right in, you guys are going to be able to see. Make sure team names are good. 0-0. Again, this is the open division. I have done O7 before. They are a very fun team to cast. I've gotten to know Rollo pretty well. Bless up them and all of their people. Sklounce, Safari, Common Sense, and Beams, or Noah himself. He's got fat fingers, but he does what he does on the sticks. And then on the flip side, this is the first time seeing Militia. Now, this is an org that has been together in and out of the scene for quite some time. They've been here and there. I think they've had some roster troubles last COD. Some things have happened to the point where it's now fallen on to, I think it's Kamax is how I'm going to say it, Kamax. And ultimately, he played against, I believe he played Shampoo in a previous match. And he was like, hey, let's just team up together. That's what they did. So they've been running the past couple months. These guys are ready to go. I'm going to make sure you guys can hear the game after this. But yeah, again, Militia, gonna try and prove something tonight. They said, hey, good fucking luck. Hopefully you guys can shoot back. But nonetheless, they are proving themselves to be a tough team here, as a lot of teams, when they have those egos, have a tendency not to back it up, especially in open division. I know there's usually not the best teams in the bottom tier league, but if you take a look, again, they are 1-0. They slammed their other team 3-0. And on the flip side, they got Kamax, they got AP Demon. I think it's Eves is how he says his name, and Shampoo. Again, if you're looking at the role side of things, Kamax is the IGL and more or less the aggressive AR. And on the flip side, he's got his buddy Shampoo, the more or less the anchor AR. So they're going to be looking to set up some type of spawns. The rotations are going to have to be early for them. Shampoo's going to be on that duty. And then obviously AP Demon and Eves, they are the slayers, the subs, the entry players, and ultimately they have the smarts behind the subs. A lot of the times when you look at SMG players, they have a tendency to be known for like just brain rot, die, rinse, repeat. So it's good to see AP Demon has the intelligence behind his gunny. But now, as we're hopping into the first map here, Vault Hardpoint. It is O7 Black here, off to an early lead. And again, I've casted these guys a bunch back in their Endeavor days, at the start of BO6, as well as, God, my number 6 key is not working today. Now, Safari, unfortunately, isn't able to find much. Trades come through from the side of Militia. Looking to make something happen. Sklounce finds a big one here on the backside of P2. We are seeing the lead change for a little bit. We're also seeing at least one spawn out happen. So if O7 Black gonna use this to their advantage, they collapse on the hill. But Kamax is making it a little bit difficult, my man. Or Kamax, I don't know how he wants his name pronounced. Eves trying to get aggressive there on the outer side of P2. Doesn't find much. So now with the scrap time, the lead should go back to 07 Black. The rotation is going to have to come in. But look at number 8, Sklounce. Able to slip on through palms. This is huge because now, as we all know on Vault Hardpoint, everybody loves fighting for this art building. They love fighting for control of it because it ultimately decides spawns for P4. Sklounce not able to find anything. And again, good job out of Militia just to track back and find the kills. And I think what this red team is doing well. I think every time they're spawning out, you know, they're doing a good job of keeping comms going their way. I think it's going to be a level head for them as right now. Let's see. They get broken on this P3 hill. That does tend to be what happens on this P3 hill. Always tends to be a little bit mixy more than usual. It's almost like the forgotten child, as you all know me say. But look at this. A spawn out happens for the side of 07. They're in good position. And now AP Demon knows that the spawn out came into the side of the comms. Gonna try and make something happen here. Hole. Oh, AP Demon. Almost stayed alive there. But with scrap time going their way, they do resume their lead. It's still going to keep going the side of Militia. But again, just because 07, they fight for those P4 spawns, they're going to go ahead and have the rotation for new. And ultimately, they win their gunfights. Time is going to be ticking. We're now seeing another lead change in this map. The arrow to watch out for, though, is number 2. He's on the top side of art. He does get taken down, so good job out of 07 here. And again, I think that's what this black team does really well. Again, they were known as Endeavor. They weren't known as Endeavor. They were known as Elevate. I do apologize, Rollo. And ultimately, I think what they struggled on were their holds. I think this was a team that was really well at breaking, and they did a good job of at least keeping up in the slaying department. But again, you know, just they got in too many battles where it was mixy. They got in too many maps where it came down to a spawn out. So again, I think that's what this team is ultimately trying to, you know, figure out. And they got good playmakers on the side to do it. I mean, again, I talked about Safari, Sklounce, Beams, and Sense. This is a roster that when they can get going, they really find something. And I think it does stem from Beams. Beams is more or less, I don't want to say a slow player, but he is one that, you know, when he's more calm, cool, and collected. A lot of the times when we did the listen-ins with this 07 team, he was the one driving it. He was the one that was being that leader. I don't know necessarily what role he plays, so he does have the AR. So he is the one that's going to be rotating for spawns and seeing stuff here and there. But again, you know when he can get going, and obviously when they're sub, I think it's Safari is the sub, Common Sense. When he can get going as well in the slaying department, that's when this 07 team is at its full roster. On the flip side, again, Militia. They sound like they've got the egos to back their gunny. You're looking at Eves right now, 17 and 12. You're looking at AP, 16 and 11. They're doing a lot for their teams to at least keep them in on these mixy hills. As now AP, again, on another 2 streak. Already going to try and push out the spawns. 07 is here for this P2, though, early again. Well, as soon as I say early, they have somebody lurking in the backside, but Militia just fight through the front. They just win their gunfights, and ultimately, hey, look at this. They win something, but again, number 6 lurking in the back, just waiting to make his move. He does make one, and now 07 is going to try and collapse on this hill here. The trades go through. Sklounce makes a big one, and hey, look at that. 07 get a much-needed break. Ultimately, again, I think that's what they do well at, and we saw it right there. It's been night and day from the preseason with this team. A lot of the times, that person that was laying in the backside of the map wouldn't have waited. He would have tried to make a play early on. But again, he's waiting for that call for his teammates. He's waiting for AP to honestly throw it too wide of a shoulder. And he ultimately does that as Shampoo gets a nice 2. He's on a 3 spree. But again, you know, Militia, they've just been back and forth with this team. We're now seeing another lead change as we're going to P3, which again, number 3 is here first. Eves at range. Ooh, you dirty dog. You ate that apple and you wanted another bite of it. As now, only able to find one, but it was a big kill because it opened up this 3rd hill. It's now going to go their way. Middle of the map, mid-map control is theirs. And let me know, yeah, Eves is shooting right now. Unfortunately, he does get taken out by Safari. He's technically the leader on the side of 07 in the sense of kills, but this black team able to find a nice 3 dead. And it looks like Militia, they kind of want to play for this P4 rotation. They are going to try and send some last-second bodies at this. And look at number 8. Number 8 has snuck through. Skalounce making big plays, even though he's not big in the kill feed. Ultimately, when this guy, you love to see the strats out of him because, again, he slips through Militia. They were more worried about the, the time going the way of 07. They wanted to keep their lead on this P3 hill. They just don't look at the flank. Maybe the timing is there. And again, speaking to Kamax or Kamaki, whatever your name is, I do apologize. I am terrible at saying them. He said, hey, you know, the comms can kind of be a struggle for us at times. You know, the small talk can be there. So I wonder if there was an instance, that instance right there, if nobody was really worrying about it, if, you know, the comms kind of went silent. They know that the P3 hill was going to be fought from the front side. So, again, a misstep on the side of this Militia team. But, again, they keep this P4 very mixy. They are able to track back into space. And, again, they just keep 07 on the flip side of things. They have them spawning out. And, again, this black team, at times they show brilliance. But, again, you have Beams, a sub player. Look at Beams. With the help of Safari. Goes on a nice force spree. And again, I don't know what it is about Vault Hardpoint, but these two teams are playing it more like a skyline because right now it is down to the wire. Neither hill, Money Hill or not, is being considered controlled, tamed, whatever you want to say. These two teams are going toe-to-toe. Now, Beams on a 6-spree. What can you do? And this is when you can start getting some success. When you have a sub that's able to get lost in space, Beams may have warmed up those fat, meaty fingers. Ooh, my man. A little dipsy dive, a little doodly dee. Snow cone for 1, 2-piece for Beams. Make it an 8-spree. My man, we're gonna go on. We're gonna stay here because, again, he's been the driving factor. I was gonna talk about when you have a sub like him get lost in space, more or less lost in spawns. It makes it difficult for the side of Militia. But he did a great job of just, you know, fiddling around the point, not necessarily overextending too far, letting his team get a 30-point lead. And again, Skalounce being that AR that's able to slip through. Again, he's 15 and 21. Definitely something we didn't see their first match. He was definitely positive a lot of the time, but again, he's making big plays, and that stems from Beams creating those openings, you know, kind of causing chaos on the side of Militia. But now 07 Black, they win the rotation. This has been their struggle. They just get beat from the front side. You look at AP, you know, 29 and 21. The man just forges a path for this Militia team, and right now he is living up to their name in the historical textbooks. They are trying to push back this revolutionary army of the side of 07, but look at this black team. They're able to, you know, finagle some sort of spawn out. They work the back side, the front side. They're working every single angle like a dang Instagram model. That's now. It's 210, 172. Kamax fighting this on the heady. 12 seconds here, and again, look at how I want to go back to these two teams playing this map like a skyline. We're seeing teams battle 10 seconds left on P2, where again, I know the rotation is to this third hill where it's very forgotten, but again, you know, it's a hill nonetheless. And in crunch time, if you let time go the way of 07, you are going to be staring down the barrel of a gun right now because Militia, it's only 30 seconds to win. So the tiniest mistake is going to come into play here. So I do want to get a late listen in with the side of 07 in map 1.
You're with me? Here,
Yep.
actually,
I'm cruising right now.
Alright. I'm looking mid. I'm pulling mid.
Yo, what's up? What's playing?
MP1.
Cat mid.
Work together here, boys. Work together.
Yeah, one's
I'm deep in the back.
Top art, one shot top art.
I'm a bullet.
I'm pinching hard.
Yeah, one's mid.
Hard
Mid.
dead.
AP demon mid.
He's mid.
Yeah, one's mid.
Weak mid.
Yo, we spawned new.
Lion.
One's line right now. Line.
He went back in the mid.
Spawn out.
Came
Let's go spawn out.
Yeah, one's cat.
Demon's
I'm looking cat. I'm cutting off cat right now.
I spawned way out. I gotta zero.
Yeah, one in front art.
Bottom art.
And no one bottom art.
Dead.
I think it's Demon. Demon in the back.
Cameo, dead.
Alright, well, they're spawning there.
Alright, they have time.
There was one back art.
No more Demon.
Bottom art, nice.
He's
One
not
shot me, one shot me, back left.
Two back left.
One in the back.
Yep, I detonated. I'm sorry.
I'm pushing through statue. Let's hit this back.
One bullet in time. One bullet in time.
Cutting off mid. I'm cutting off mid. AP demon mid.
Back left corner. Back left corner.
I got one.
One
No one
mid dead.
dead. Dead.
Nice.
Nice.
Mid.
I have mid. I have mid. I have
To the
mid.
right.
I'm nading mid. Watch out.
As now with 10 seconds left, 07 Black hit a much needed break on a P4 money hill. And look at this, I don't know how they found it because Militia, they just somehow worked the backside of P4. They cause a spawn out. But again, you have beams lurking around midline statue. He's working around hookah room. He just makes it mixy on the top side, on the front side of this P4 hill. He allows a player like Skalounce and on, I think, Common Sense to leak through. And then, boom, they're in the backside. They're working that like a team. Calm, cool, and composed as ever from the side of this 07 Black roster. And ultimately, again, much different from this side of the preseason. I think at times the comms got a little bit hectic. But you could tell, again, Beams, the one with the Hellstorm, he was the one that was just kind of that clear voice. He was like, hey, even though other people were making comms, he was more or less like directing traffic. He was hearing everything. He was like, hey, ultimately when he was the one giving the order, everybody listened to him. They follows through and execute. And again, I don't know what happened there because again, I was more or less paying attention on how to get transition there. But it was just huge. Militia, they somehow caused a spawn out on that P4 hill. They're holding it. But again, I think Common Sense was that number 5 arrow. He was able to leak through with the help of number 8. And ultimately, you find a couple kills on the hill because of where Common Sense and Safari are on the backside of P4. That's now causing the spawn out. So it was insane. Just a tiny detail, and again, one tiny kill in the middle of transition can change the game. As 07 Black take map 1. And I think that's going to be, the best game mode for the side of 07. I think Hardpoint right now, they've really done a good job of increasing their slaying power, and that has opened up doors for them. I think for them, it's just at times, holding and breaking tend to be, breaking isn't really a struggle now, but I think holding has, making sure that you're consistently having those spawns and making sure that they're going your way for 30, 40, 20 to 30 seconds at least. Because a lot of the times you look at that P2 hill, you look at P4, there was a lot of fighting for spawns, which made it very hectic. Everybody was spawning out. And then ultimately, again, it almost felt like it was played like a skyline because of that. And ultimately, it just came down to trades and whoever won gunfights in open space. And 07 did just that. As now we're waiting on the... Sorry, I do apologize again. I'm a one-man roster. I'm over here just chugging and plugging. But yeah. Map 1 just went the way of 07 Black. It was 250 to, I think, 208, 210, something like that. Again, down to the wire, Vault Hardpoint. Ultimately, whoever has control of spawns is going to win that for that P4 hill. And 07 get the last laugh, as now we are going to be going into a Hacienda S&D. And let me tell you. This is 07's weakness. And I will say, this is Militia's strength. Again, speaking to Kamaxi, again, I do apologize if I've been butchering your name. But speaking to him before the match, he is excited. Their S&D is pretty well built. It's like the Iron Wall of Date Tech. And nothing is getting through them. And I was like, hey, what's the reason why you're doing so well at this S&D stuff? He's like, hey, it's just because we coordinate. How we move, how we schmove, and how we groove on the S&D maps. That's what they do best. as Hacienda S&D is going to put that to the test. I feel like this is just because of the nature of this map, how open it is, there's going to be times where a sub might be able to slip through and make a big play on the flank. So look for that to happen. And if I'm looking at 2 subs from both teams, I'm looking at Beams and I'm looking at AP Demon. AP Demon was going off map 1 for his roster and doing a lot of things, creating a lot of holes. Eves was as well. Eves was as yell. Blah, blah. I am terrible. Eves was as well. He was the one really creating momentums at times. He was gunning people at range. I mean, hell, he plays an inch from his monitor. He's got his nose stuck up in it, so it makes sense that he can see so much. Oh, yeah, brother, I'm good. But, yeah, you know, this is gonna be fun. Again, if you're militia, hard point is 50-50. That is what he was telling me. So it's not a surprise there that it was a loss to them. It was a very close loss. So I'm just assuming they're gonna regain, move to this map too, and do it like nobody's business. But Hacienda S&D coming up right here. 07 is up 1-0 though in this series. And a little bit about this militia team, you know, they just give everything to every map. I was like, what's a strength that this team has as a unit? He was like, hey man, we don't get checked easily. We give it our all, and ultimately we never lose momentum. It's hard to lose. It's hard to lose as a team like that because again, you know, with teams with that mentality, never think that they're out of a map. You know, they're always in it. Like the last horse in the Kentucky Derby, he always thinks he has a shot when sometimes he doesn't. But hey, you know, the little train that could tries to do something here. Now, oh, Eves, my man, get me going. I'm sorry, that was a little nasty. That was a little nasty. As first blood goes the way of this one. Oh my God, number 5 has snuck through. Safari with the ninja defuse. Safari. Oh my days. If we go back to rewatch that, ladies and gentlemen, again, like I said, because of how Hacienda is, because of how open it is, this man ran straight through the middle of the map, bypassed everybody. Militia's so worried about getting the bomb down. They also, interestingly enough, they all pushed through the B bomb site, so because of how they planted it, they couldn't really see Safari, and Safari just decided to take that advantage to do a ninja defuse. Get me hyped. My man loves the desert and ultimately put everybody on the tour right there, as now stuns and nades go out. Everybody from the side of 07 Black gonna try and put this bomb down early. They are trying to bully their way in, but the push has been slowed from the side of Militia. They use their stuns and nades to fend off this Black team. Good job out of them to, you know, kind of send 2 people over here and more or less 2 people through the middle of the map. Because now, Shampoo can see the feet of these players under that. 07 comes to a halt. These red arrows may try and get psyched out, but it's number 1 on the flank. Eves isn't able to find anything, so 07 Black set the trap, wait for them to make the mistake, and now bomb goes down. Safari through his shoulder has information. This is going to be huge in a 4v3 because where they planted the bomb and where these subs are holding these angles, they can just play the trade system, but the collapse is going to come through from the side of Militia. Look at this, Shampoo getting the opening kill. He finds 2. Make it 3. Does he know the second one is there? He doesn't. In 07 Black, again, when you have the numbers in S&D, you can just do just that. Now 07 Black up 2-0 early. This is a surprise because again, Militia's game mode is S&D. That is what Kamax was telling me. K-Max. We'll go with K-Max. Because now the hit is towards this A site. Eves with the first blood. Lurking defender. I love the position he played as well with the sub. Gets the kill and gets out. Oh, is there a secret door there I didn't know about? I am dumb. Eves does get spotted, but the next gunfight is about to come in right here. Both throwing some knives. Hey, that's how the militia do it. But he does fall because he doesn't have enough MRE in his back pocket. As now, it's a 3v2 situation. They haven't found AP, though. He is the lurking sub. He can just play the bomb. That's all he can do. Everybody from the side of 07 hunts down Shampoo in the backside of Barn. And now if you're AP, all you need to do is check it once. 10 seconds left. He throws too much of a shoulder. But I don't know if anybody from the side of... Oh, okay, the Sklounce was on the defuse. Oh, because their arrow, or their color is green. So, team defusal right there is Beams. I'm telling you, if Beams moved to the left a little bit, he would have been caught dead by AP. As some stuff is happening. I'm gonna have to tell Rollo to. That's okay. But nonetheless, we're here. We're here for it. 07 Black take the lead because again, I just feel like it's not that First Bloods have gone their way. I feel like they've just... Oh, huge mistake. Gonna allow Shampoo to get here. And now in the 4v3, First Blood now going the way of Militia technically because of that TK. Is gonna set up some things here. AP gonna try and get top mid control. And they have this push here. I like how they're doing this. Shampoo finding a big one on this Lambo gunfight. Gonna make it even more better. As I was about to say, Militia love it. Militia does a good job of covering their tracks. They realized that A site was open. They wanted to send one person towards it to at least make sure nothing was going on there. Oh, Eves with that. Oh, my man. Oh, because of how close he sits to the monitor, he definitely hears everything, bro. It's like he's by that door IRL. He hears it creak. And again, just a little, I don't know if it was a backward slide, hop, YY, whatever he did, man. But I will say, 07 with that team nade definitely hurt them early on. And now Militia have some momentum. They have some life here in the S&D side of things. Look at this. They can do something here. They can do something. Let's see if AP can work something up in the bakery, though. That man loves to make some dough, loves to make some bread. We'll see what happens as the race is to this top window. First Blood does go the way of 07, but hey, 2 kills responded right away with Militia. And a lot of the times, if you guys watch the pros, that is how a Hacienda is played. Everybody loves the A site. They love to push towards that top windows where we saw Eves get his first kill. This is but everybody full rotate from the side of Militia here. And I like this. The comms came in from the side of 07 that there was definitely a push towards A. It has left this black team wondering because, again, number 8 on the minimap searching towards this A bomb site frees up the B one. So I like how Eves has played this, or Eves. But now K-Max on the flank. Stay true, stay sturdy. Oh, isn't able to win that gunfight on Beams! My friend, how do you not win that? Unfortunately, that's going to free up Sklounce, who has waited on this side of the minimap now. He finds a free kill. The collapse is going to have to come in. Nonetheless, it's number 8. Number 1, what can you do? And big boy, Eves. I do apologize. I'm going to be saying Eves all night. Eves clutches up, man. Oh, and Beams was shooting him too. But a little bit of the shoulder battle in the boxing ring, and you know who says who's better. YVES, the big boy Adam Eve. Was the first one in our generational lineage. All right, I wasn't familiar with your game, Eves. I am familiar now. Now I understand it now. I understand it now. Because now, everybody from the side of the 07 looked like they kind of want to hit mid-map presence towards A-ish. They're gonna, oh, I like this play. They're gonna allow Safari to lurk through, but Safari gets shut down. So the play call was for him to maybe find a free pick and go from there. But when he gets stopped, it's all for naught, as now 07 Black, another kill doesn't go their way. They just get caught with their pants down. Beam's gonna try and find something here. Saw one, tried to ignore the door. And ultimately, it's down to the Scalounced. And what do you know? Militia do what they do best. They lie in wait, guerrilla warfare. Everybody comes out from a different angle. So now, a 3-0 lead from the side of 07 Black gets snuffed instantly. And honestly, again, this is the weakest part of this Black team. You know, I think S&D, it's always the risk. I think that's what they worry about the most. I don't know if it's kind of a rep situation that they have. But again, they're going to have to try something, as now everybody trying to hit this top window again. Everybody loves it. They love to fly at it. And now, again, Militia just lie in wait. They win their gunfights. It's all up to number 6. Common Sense does find one, but again, Militia, they sense the blood. They are hunting. Common Sense. Still alive here. Could find something. Militia, though. Gonna go ahead and plant this bomb in for free at B. I love it. Common Sense is gonna have to make something here. It's a miracle if he does. He's going to hit a long flank. This is going to chew off at least 10 seconds. So it's going to be very dangerous. He's kind of throwing the round here, especially even longer now that he went Lambo's side. And now, 20 seconds left. Everybody from the side of Militia just cuddling in a corner. That's what you do. 14 seconds left. Common Sense. I don't necessarily know if I like the play. I'm going, hold the phone, Common Sense. 7.5. He's basically chalking this round. He's playing for kills. He knows where the last player is. My friend, get the heck out of Dodge, because yes. If Common Sense made something happen sooner, it may have gone his way. He finds the opening kill and the second. But again, I think with him just hitting that long of a route, I know S&D is all about timing. I know if you can get good timing on your side, and sometimes the routes you hit will ultimately give you it. But again, I think it's just a route where it is taking too much time off the clock, and ultimately, if you're Militia, maybe just of his map presence, you knew where he was, and ultimately you get the bomb down B to force him hit this long route. A good job out of them, but again, they just cuddle in the corner. They don't overthrow this, as now the hit is towards this B bomb site, and Eves is hitting a fast flank. Eves able to find one, now in a 4v3 situation. AP Demon sliding out, 3 go the way of Militia, and hey, it's all down to the bomb carrier. What do you know? He's looking behind him in Militia. All right, man, he's looking forward, and Militia tagging him from behind. Now, Militia have 5 unanswered round. It's like they're reading this Black team like a book. As now the call is to kind of rush towards this A site, or A site again, but Common Sense lying in wait, able to draw the first kill. But again, these subs from the side of Militia are getting so aggressive, and I think that's how Hacienda works. I talked about it time and time again. I've already brought it up twice, but again, you know, you just fly, you hit some timings, you create something out of nothing. But hey, look at this, Common Sense shutting it down. It's all up to K-Max now, as now he's only able to find one, and the quick trade is there. So 07 Black respond. 5v4. If you're 07, you gotta go picture perfect here. All your attacks have been snuffed out, and it's been by the aggression of Eves and AP, the 2 subs. I might as well make it 3, because I think they're running 3 subs. Now, again, 07 Black wanting to hit this A bomb site. They do find the first blood, and you take out the best player on the side of Militia, so a sigh of relief. But a little bit about this information, if you guys haven't known, this map was in Black Ops 4, and the thing is, there was never this top window, so it's made this A site a little bit harder to get. But a kill does come in from the side of 07. It's Beams on the flank. Beams, unfortunately, overextends his life, tries to find some well, he doesn't overextend. He tried to find the timing there. But again, Militia, they just cower in a corner. Guerrilla warfare tactics, and they do what they do best. AP saw him. Safari didn't see AP. But now as shots come in, Shampoo from the top ropes covers his buddy. Skalounce goes down. And Militia, making sure they have control of this top mezzanine, goes in their favor. Safari, able to find one. Does make it huge. 17 seconds left, though. Has to pick up bomb. They're about to run right into each other. These two somehow... Okay, Shampoo saw him. I was about to say the timing there. Safari hops out of the window as AP ran around that corner. I swear to God, I didn't know if that was going to work out the way of Safari. But a Shampoo 14 and 5? Shampoo is 14 and 5 on that map? My guy. 10 non-traded? Insane. I mean, it started out with a banger. 07 with a nice, sneaky ninja defuse. And then, I mean, they come out with a nice 3-0 start, but I don't know if... I think they tried to play the A-bomb side a little bit too much. Well, even when they went to B, I mean, just because of how Hacienda is, everybody from the side of Militia, they hit a fast flank. They kind of read that perfectly, and they acted quicker on it. So it may have caught 07 off by surprise. And again, you know, just not. I don't know if the familiarity of the map and the timings of what people can hit and whatnot, but you know, Militia go up. They don't go up. They tie the series 1-0. So we will be seeing a map 4. We will be seeing a. What is map 4? Well, so we will be seeing a protocol hardpoint. Because now I got to get myself out of this lobby. Sorry, something is happening in Discord. I'm just making sure it's not my fault. It may be my fault. All right. Well, it's not my fault. Kind of. I don't know. I may be in the hot seat, but nonetheless, ladies and gents, we will be seeing a map 4, like I said, Militia. If you were here for it, well, you're not all here for it because it's a recording, so Nah, but they just took map 2. As I gotta make sure teams are straight. They are straight. But, you know, back and forth. And again, K-Max, that's what he said. He said, hey, our team, we're goated at S&D. That's what we do. And they showed out. They balled out. Eves did a great job early in the rounds to find first bloods when at times he put himself in position where I think he was going to get caught. He didn't. And then Shampoo with the AR, the reliable, trusty Dusty comes in with a 14 and 5 KD on that map, goes insane. I do think when '07 accidentally had a team kill on their offensive round, I think it's when it was like 3-1, 3-2. That may have stunted something. That may have been like a oh shit moment. So we'll see how that affects them in map 3 because again, Control, talking to this black team beforehand, they were like, hey, they're like, Control is kind of sneaky good for them. So we'll see how this map 3, especially Protocol. Protocol is similar to Vault, similar to High Rise from MW3. It is spawn trap dominant. As if you can get a sub up in your face and up in their face, it is going to be over quicker than you can sneeze and sniffle and say bless you. But you know, we'll see how it's played out. I think I'm not sure because again, you know, speaking to Militia and K-Max, he says, hey, Control is kind of not, it's the weakest game mode just due to reps, so we'll see how it gets played out. But again, going back to their strength, they're going to give 100% in every match, every map, and they won't look back from there. So they're going to leave it all on the line, and they think that they can win anything. And interesting thing to note about this team, you know, they're looking to go to challengers. You know, they're looking to make a deep run later on in the next COD, and ultimately this goal, the goal for this league is to win it all. They're looking to make a flawless run. As now, well, the flawless run may come to an end because they lost the map, but you can still have a perfect record. As Safari opens up with the first kill, and interestingly enough, 07 Black, they all hit Spiral, decide to go to B. They do find the first couple kills, but they responded with, I think, 3 from the side of Militia. Sklounced is the last one alive. Unfortunately, gets taken down. And now AP on some sort of a fight. Oh, AP not able to win that one, my friend. That's just how the gunfights go. As now Safari on the bottom side of P4, and right now P4 in that underground area has been 07's black friend. They have worked a lot of stuff off of it, and number 4 has got decent time on this B control. I don't know what it is specifically on how many ticks they have, but again, the tick for tag game has allowed some opening on A, and I think that is the second tick at A. So common sense, gonna try and find something here, as that should be done and dusted. Third tick on A should be coming through. There's now common sense, gonna try and hit a wrap. Militia should know this. I think they're setting up for it. AP Demon winning a big gunfight, and look at this. They may change something here because Eve, again, that sub, when he gets going, we saw a lot of things in S&D. We saw a lot of things in Hardpoint. Unfortunately, he gets taken out early, as now Militia. Notice that the 07 team like to play through P4. They're going to have control of it. That is kind of a lifeline here if you want B. When you can kind of get a push going from here, have this bottom control, it makes it easy when the gunfights come through. And Shampoo, the man compared as conditioner. Doing a lot of stuff right now. On a 2 streak, 5 and 3, carrying a lot of momentum from that map too. This is interesting, though. There are 2 people from the side of 07 hitting a flank. One does get taken out. And again, the way protocol control gets played, it is chaos. That's now Shampoo shutting that push down. Does take common sense. Right now, it's the AR battle. Common sense versus Shampoo. Shampoo is winning it. He is getting in the hair, getting all the follicles, getting all the dirt. So what do you expect from the side of the man that cleans your daily hygiene? As now Skalounce on a big flank. Lives are 12 to 12. Interestingly enough, 07 was in the lead. Life count, I think it was like 17 to 14. I know it was slim, but it was still a lead. It has been sniffed out. You're only ahead by 1, but again, 07 investing a lot of time in these flanks. They are trying to hit them. As again, Beams cuts his route short. Ultimately isn't able to find anything there. Safari now trying to work something through P4. They have one person on. Again, just gets shut down. As now Militia, reading them perfectly. Lives are 7-6. 15 seconds left. Beams. Gonna have to do something here. Again, gets another 3 dead from the side of Militia. That's huge. If you're Safari, you need to go. You win 1 in the open space. Another player hunts you down, though, and look at this. You talk about spawn traps. They are in your face late in the round. As Militia shut things down. I mean, 07, again, you come out with a decent start, you find 2, you have progress at B. Ultimately, they just weren't able to find a couple more. But again, that allowed them to get over to A. I think a lot of the times on protocol control, if you aren't able to get anything going on both sites, or at least one site, then that's when it comes to an end. And what I mean by if you're not able to get anything going, I mean, if you don't have map presence somewhere, you're just gonna get shut down every turn, and every route you run is gonna get shut down. So, good job out of the side of Militia to kind of clean things up early in that round. Now AP Demon trying to find something here. 9 and 5 on a 4 streak. Oh, common sense. Did you not hear the glass break? Unfortunately, he just doesn't turn around. And AP Demon now on a 5 spree. He does have, if you guys aren't paying attention to the kill feed, Beams is on a 4 though, so this is crucial. As now, the progress is slowly continuing at B. Number 3 is on a little bit of a route. Safari cleaning things up. The man taming the beasts. Unfortunately gets taken down, but look who, common sense, has that in the back of his mind. He says, hey, my brother-in-law, you're moving up that side, I'll move up a different side. I will say they did give up this B street, but they're immediately gonna chow this because Safari is here, and a little peek over the top doesn't hurt nobody. You get a little bit of a little tipsy over there, Safari. As he finds a kill, and I feel like that's what makes this B point so hard. It's just because of how open it is, and once you when you get on it, it's just like, bro, you're kind of like playing Guess Who or Where's Waldo on whenever people are gonna come out of an angle. So, and plus, it just doesn't make it doesn't help when it's just, the elevation is 1 on the side of the defenders. All they gotta do is look over the top and kill you. So it's just such a hard angle to find kills. But Militia, in the nick of time, finds something here on A. They're doing something right. They're doing something right. They extended another minute, but they have some problems to deal with, and that's 07 in the side of Beams. As now he's starting to heat up. 14 and 11 here. What can he find? Good job out of Safari for cleaning up the mini map. And now, common sense, unfortunately, gets taken down. So I like how Militia is playing this. Because they extended it another minute, they're gonna try and work this a little bit slower. They have time, they know they're down in the life count, but a little bit slow may not be in their forte, in their vocabulary, because again, slow is 07's pace. They like to play things methodically. You do that, everybody from the side of the black team post up in a corner at night on the streets. You know what they say, bang bang. As now everybody from the side of Militia, 20 seconds left. They're gonna try and invest here on a flank from K-Max. He is gonna be the lifeline, but again, the Skalaunced reading it perfectly, shuts it down. 2 players on the side of Militia are now working B. It's Eves. What can he find? Unfortunately, it's nothing because from the top rope slammed. I feel like I'm just jabbing my jaws at this point. My brain isn't even moving. I'm on autopilot right now, boys. I'm like a New Yorker crossing the street. I think Shampoo would know a thing or two about that, man. Go ask him about that. Well, we'll actually hear it in the listening because they said his accent is really strong, so I'm excited to hear it. But nonetheless, here we go. Heading into round 2, or no, we're heading into round 3. Militia, I'm at 07. able to clean up their defense. And that's another thing about protocol control. It's so defensively favored. It's like not even fair at this point. It makes it such a headache on the side of the offense to find something. As AP not able to find anything on the flank, and 07 here have some life. I will say number 3 does get a trade, so that is huge. But you only have one member pushed up that far, and Eves is deeper into the spawn than you know what. And next up is Shampoo. So again, protocol being such a hard map to hit on the offensive side of things, this is why. Even if you get one person to free up some sort of map presence, even if you have one person, you know, sneak through, everybody else is just getting slammed in their spawns. As now Militia, they are layering behind blah blah. They are layering beyond layering their defense here. I like where number 7 is playing. So what he is doing is he is basically spawning this team on this B street or deeper into their spawn. So it is making it so difficult. He unfortunately falls. So if you're 07, you deal with a nasty, ratty player. You do hop onto A. K-Max is here for a little bit, but now, what can you do with 17 seconds left? AP and Shampoo go huge, and Eves, everybody into the action here from the side of Militia. They clean it up on the defensive side of things. That's what you love to see. And off to the races, it's the aggressive sub player, the Slayer Mayor. What can you find if you're big boy Eves? Only one. But their teammates get right back into it. It's just so hard to find a 4 dead on this map. And again, what you need on control, you need a 4 dead. You need that consistency of kind of like map presence and gunfights going your way. So when you're not having that and it's just stagnated and you're like only able to get one person through, like I said before, it's hard because everybody from the side of Militia is just in your spawn. They're not able to find anything. It's almost like a waste of space for that player to sneak through, and then it becomes the game of, hey, I gotta hop on a point to draw these red arrows back, and then ultimately he gets snuffed out and nobody's able to sneak it out of their spawn. That is now 07 on the defensive side of things. Gonna try and work something here. Common sense. Able to pick up 1 here, able to pick up 2. Starting out strong. And again, they're right back into that spawn mentality. Spawn trap mentality, I should say. Common sense ran by 2 people. Common sense, unfortunately, ran by 2 people, and K-Max is letting him have it. Body shots are there. Beams, though. Beams cleaning things up. Look at that. That's his name for a reason. Fortunately, gets taken down. Number 3 now on this helipad. Gonna try and find something here. Safari has the A push on lock, but everybody from the side of Militia, they just say oop-de-dope, and they take a route towards B, bottom 4. Again, that seems to be the push. When you get control of that, you're able to at least find 1 tick here. And hey, Militia have a nice 3 dead. They're gonna hop back onto B. There's a couple members here for them. Make it 3. Close spawns do come in from 07 though, so this is gonna be kind of a retaliation. K-Max does slip in. Eves finding a couple here. And again, K-Max not wanting to shoot his teammate. Does have to sacrifice for the trade, but that is 2 ticks down at A. The player to watch out for is Common Sense. He is lurking here on top zip. He can make a play. Gonna hop down. Gonna try and help his teammate. Does get 1. Does get 2. Clears the A site. His teammate on the other hand, Safari, does clear that last tick at B. And Common Sense has woken up here, everybody. He has put 2 and 2 together. He's like, oh, I understand it now. It's almost like inflating a balloon too much with your mouth. He's like, hold on, I gotta apply less pressure. I can't keep blowing and blowing. Because now he's getting aggressive here. The timing on this gunfight is insane. Isn't able to finish it. His team, oh my days, the zip play is insane, and they complete B. And look at this, Shampoo has slid on over to A, so everybody from the side of Militia have won their gunfights. The kill feed, or the lives have still gone the way of 07. So it's 12-9. You can take your time. There's only 1 person on this A site. 1 tick down, and then the flip of a switch, Militia have flipped it completely on the top of their heads. It's now 9-8. Number 3 is kind of the lifeline here for the side of 07. He does get this player off of A. He's going to deplete the second tick. The problem is everybody from the side of Militia have the top windows control. Safari going to try and find something. Beams comes to his aid. Good job out of the side of 07 to win these gunfights. And again, top window control is everything on Protocol. It doesn't matter. Well, on hardpoint and control, it does matter. S&D is a little bit shaky. You don't really necessarily need it that much. But now, 8-3 in the life count. 07, eliminate that second tick. But I will say, Militia did cap B. If you know anything about control, it is going to come down to ticks, and it will go to the map 5, or it will go to a round 5. So we'll see how this gets played out. There's now Beams just dancing around with them. These two ARs from the side of 07 are having fun in these spawns, and look at this. It's all up to number 6 now. What can he find? And that's nothing. The body shots are returned. Now, I will say, again, like I was saying before, great job out of Militia to at least cap B. And I think because of that, and that one tick at A, they won it. So the tick battle is going to go to Militia. They should have defense here. So they do. And again, it's just huge that they completed B, because a lot of this, you look at it, both teams I think got shut out on an offensive round. So nobody got any ticks. Both teams at least completed one zone their first offensive round and their last offensive round. So it's tied in that area. It just came down to that one segment at A that Militia was able to find. It really secured that defensive round, and ultimately, again, defense is the name of the game. That's what we've said on Protocol Control. That's what it is. As now, again, Militia just setting up a spawn trap for days. Beams does leak through, though. He is able to find a kill, and it's up to 07. It's up to their players to try and find something to try and win their gunfights. They aren't able to track down K-Max, though. Ego's huge. The collapse is on this A site. As soon as I say that, trades come in from the side of 07. Common sense. Able to go huge. Safari able to find a nice double as well. And look at this. The last two remaining ARs from the side of 07 stand tall. That is going to be the 8-point done and dusted. It should be. Third tick is about to come in for them. Militia try to do a late chow there. I don't know if I like this call. Everybody from the side of Militia, they try to chow this this A hill late. They try to stop it in the nick of time and make it chaos for them. But a couple players have leaked too from the side of 07. That is why I necessarily didn't like that play. You basically ran towards their spawn, let everybody on A leak through. Number 4 is trying to play his life here. I can't even type the right button, so it doesn't even matter. He does get taken out, though. And again, Shampoo, 28 and 28. Has done a lot of things for his team on this map. He has found crucial kills when it has mattered most. Basically holding down this P4 area. Number 2 is on a flank here. Big couple of kills from Beams. Again, that driving leader, 3 players on the side of 07 have dropped 30 kills. If you think about it from a live standpoint, they have won that battle. I like this little room he's playing, but hey, AP Demon, you know what he said. He fights those in the night. He knows every little corner, and my man checks it all as he beats the Enderman and Eves, 33 and 31, getting real up in your face, up on top of Zip. And again, just protocol control forces you to go through that A site. They force you to hit the flank, and it's almost like an easy read from the side of Militia. Skalounge tries to find something here, gets shut down. Safari can make a big play. Safari wins a big one. That is huge. Is able to win a second one, a god nade, I may say. Great timing on that. This could open something here. This could open something. But again, mid-map control, top map control. Such a big thing on the control site. AP Demon able to hit something here. Finds one. Common sense. Able to hop on the point. I will say, 07 have done a good job at least keeping it more on the front side of things. It's felt like they've been in control this offensive round. It's 6-6 in the live count, though. Safari able to find great timing there. So now it's going to come down to lives. It's also going to come down to time. If you're Militia, you just wait for 07 to hop this. You get a nice 4 dead. If you're 07, you have to hop it. Let Militia chow out. But hey, Safari getting very aggressive. May have thrown his life there. 12 seconds left. Skalounce is going to hop off of this. I don't know if I like this. Skalounce is going to try and find a free kill. It's a 4v2 situation. He gets taken down. Time is going to come into the essence here. If you're side of Shampoo, you have plenty of time to work with. Oh, he's able to find a second there. Look at this. He's gonna work this. Shampoo, like a lady in the salon. Shampoo. Oh, my days, shampoo. Oh, common sense. 39 and 27. The man went huge. I will have to give hats to 07. I felt like I didn't necessarily realize it until I looked at it the last time. But yeah, bro, I'll run it with you guys. But again, just I didn't realize it late until that last round. 07 had the life lead for most of those rounds. I mean, everybody almost dropped 40, 39, 35, 34 from the side of 3 of those players. They were doing something right. And again, I think that's what, you know, speaking to Zelix, he's like, hey, you know, our control is sneaky good. And I think what he meant by sneaky is when they get into those close rounds, especially on a map like Protocol, which isn't supposed to go the offensive way at all, you know, because of how sneaky they are, and if you force a map around 5, that stealth is going to come into play. They can do something, make a little bit of mischief happen. As it was crazy that Shampoo was able to at least make it a 1v1. He was in a 1v3, and I mean, just good job out of him. You know, timing, he has the advantage. He's up top. Height is everything. But again, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Actually, I will say Anakin Skywalker just flipped the script. You know how it is. Height. I have the high ground. Unfortunately, Anakin was able to complete that flip, chop Obi-Wan in half. And that's what common sense did, I think, right there at the end to Shampoo. As now we look at the maps and modes. We're gonna again, it's gonna come down to map 4. You can win it if you're 07. You can stay alive if you're the side of Militia. And a much needed map is about to come into play for the side of Militia. Do or die. It is going to be crucial. And again, you know, I feel like if we take a look back at map 1, you know, both teams kind of played it like a skyline. You know, it was very mixy to the end. A lot of teams, or both teams, were challenging hills very late for like 10 seconds. They were late on the rotation. It made the rotos feel choppy. It made spawns feel a little bit choppy. But again, that's just how these two teams like to play. 07, known for their kind of controlled chaos. And I think Militia has an idea on how they want to play this, especially with this roster, and especially with how well Eve slays out, and especially with how well, I think it's K-Max slays out as well, or AP Demon. I think they try and work around AP Demon and Eves. You know, they allow their subs to kind of free flow and work the hill, or work around the hill and work for map presence. And then it's up to the ARs to kind of hit that rotation when it's needed. It's up to the ARs to find some timing and hold the power spots. Ultimately, again, I feel like there's certain times where they're not covering everything. I mean, if you look at that P4 specifically, or sorry, you look at that P3, I think it was the second time. It was actually both times we saw P3 on Vaults. They just left the flank open, and it was number 8, the Skalaunst, who was able to work the flank. He found some timing on Vault, or on top art. He got that player out, and ultimately just the collapse comes in. Spawns go the way of 07, and they win the next set of rotations. So again, there's just little things you need to work on if you're the side of Militia. But hey, who knows? Map 4. Oh, I forgot to change this map as well. Dude, I am not on my game today. Let me tell you. This whole internet has been stressing me out. And for those that don't know, yes, so like the reason I haven't been, I I don't have the best internet package for what this entails. I thought I did, but you know, with more usage, more device, I definitely don't. So I am upgrading my internet. That is why I've kind of haven't been able to go live. It's just because it would be super unwatchable. So I always want to present a clean and you know, I want to present something that's nice and ultimately smooth and fluid. So I will be posting this to my Twitch page if I can. I know it is a recording. If not, who knows? Maybe just start a YouTube channel for whenever stuff like this happens. I'll have to record matches and put it on there. But as now we're just waiting on one more player to get in. I'm going to show maps and modes. And for those that kind of watch it in and out, if you miss a map, I will recap it here. 07 took map 1. It was 250 to 205, 210. And then Militia took S&D. It was a great one because 07 came out with a 3-0 lead, and then Militia just mollywopped them with 5 unanswered, and ultimately they just won the last couple rounds. And then Control was crazy because Militia, they did enough on the offensive side of things in round 4 to get defense. And then on round 5, they just lost it. I don't know what it was, but that's the thing about Protocol Control. It's very defensively favored. But I think just 07 played what they had to their advantage. They hit routes. They hit the space that was given to them, and they won their gunfights. They kept winning them, and ultimately they carved something out of nothing. I will say it was very chaotic because it went down to a 1v1 at the end. I am ready too. I am ready too. So now 2-1. I don't know. I'm dyslexic, so I didn't freaking, who knows? Whatever. So now Protocol Hardpoint gonna be coming to you again. This is do or die from the side of Militia. They want to have a flawless record. They want to have a flawless season. The test is here. I know a lot of the times because... Sorry, that thought process wasn't going anywhere. What I meant to say was, as we're seeing a lobby reset, you know, if you take a look at this open division, there's a lot of teams, especially with the merger from the Premier Circuit, they have kind of taken under their teams, at least not the top ones. But you know, there's just been a whole lot more rosters that have been added, a lot more wild cards, I will say. So we'll see how that plays out. But again, a lot of the times when you hear open division, when you hear the last division in a league, you're usually expecting it not to be the best. You're usually expecting it to kind of have some I don't want to say new, but amateur play styles. I will say if I'm taking away anything, I'm taking away Militia and 07 as kind of the top 2 teams from open, at least from what I've seen so far. I think there's another team out there. Oh, yeah. I was about to look at my notes. For those that don't know, I do take notes on all the teams. This is what they look like. But I think another roster to look out for is the Speakeasies. I think they got a good one. As I think I did another match. Oh, that was Masters. So yeah, the 3 teams that I see right now in open are 07, Militia, and Speakeasies. Just because I know these guys have slammed everybody that they've played, quick 3-0s. So we'll see how that gets played out. And again, this is a great one to be brought to us because it's a battle of titans, at least early on. Both teams are 1-0. Both teams have gunnies, I will say. You know, they just got raw gunnies. Not even raw gunnies, they got trained gunnies. And speaking to K-Max, who is German, by the way, so it was very hard to understand him in the interview. I take that. It was you were fine, bro. Everything was fine. Yeah, you know, he's just like I said, hey, you got any words for the other team tonight? He's like, good effing luck. He's like, hope you can shoot back. And I think 07 have brought that at times. You know, Beams has popped off in the hard point side of scenes. You look at Common Sense did great things in that control right there late. You know, Skalaunst, who used to be a big playmaker, I think early on he used to be in that sub role. It's been very interesting to see him kind of shift because he used to play, again, he used to play the sub. He's now the AR on a lot of these maps. You look at Vault, you look at Protocol, I think he was running them. Safari is able to pop off as well with that sub. So that's kind of the thing with 07 Black. It's kind of a mystery. A lot of the times I know everybody can pop off. I know everybody can go on big sprees, but when that is kind of your standard quota, when that is kind of given to a team, a lot of the times the worry is inconsistency or consistency. How long can these people pop off for? How many times is it stagnated? Is it too long of like because yeah, everybody's gonna make a big play every once in a while, but it's almost like, for instance, how long can Beams go on a streak and then the next player follow up? Or how long can Beams go on a good run and then the next player start getting hot? So it's just like, you know, you just don't want to be those guys that are like, all right, who's going to go make a big play for us? And then everybody's kind of looking at each other like, I don't know. I don't know if I have the team names right. So we'll see. It's Protocol Hardpoint. Going to be coming to us here in just a bit. So and again, you know, it's just interesting to see 07 kind of battle when they don't have Skalaunst. I know I've talked about him a little bit here and there. He's kind of a... Am I even in Codcaster? I think I am. Oh, yes, I have names right. Let's go. Let's go! All right. But again, you know, Skalaunst used to be considered the god gamer. He did the gauntlet, only up, pogo, and like, I don't know what the other one was, under an hour. So he has that god gamer title, but it's just, at times, he just doesn't show it. So, come on, Skalaunst, you know, I've perfected your name. You got to give me something here, brother. I'm just messing. I'm just messing, bro. As now we're seeing yet another lobby reset. Something that happens a lot in COD. Yeah, you know. So. Oh, we all just gonna sit here? Yeah, that's cool. We can all just sit here. How's everybody's day? You know, again, when you guys are able to watch this, I hope your day is going fine. If you got some snow, I hope you were able to go out sledding. That's one of my favorite activities as a kid, and ultimately I'm still a kid because I have the brain of a 10-year-old. Oh, as a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, we have a guest speaker tonight. Come here. Oh, I'm gonna go get him. You may be able to see him. Let me see where he is. He was just right there. Come back. I'm gonna go get him real quick. No, come here. Okay, well, he didn't want to. He's camera shy. He always wants to join me with my codcasting, but my little cat, poor Benji, just doesn't always want to get on the camera. As now, we're hopefully gonna try and get something going. Oh, are you back? Yeah, so you might be able to see him like right here. Ah, there you are. Every time I point to him. But yeah. So both of these teams have shown signs of life. They've shown signs of brilliance, but at times there have been some miscommunications, and again, that's kind of a struggle for both of these teams. Speaking to Zelix way back in week 1 or a couple weeks ago, you know, he said this team has come a long way from where they started in the preseason and where they are now. The chemistry, the teamwork has improved a ton, and the comms are at a good place. You know, that was kind of the major issue going into the preseason, that the communication was always like, hey, somebody was always over talking one another, or at times, you know, there was like kind of, I don't want to say miscomms being fed, or sometimes lack of comms. You know, you're not telling your teammates what you're watching, and then 2 people are watching the same angle, and then boop, a flank gets hit. So, you know, things have been done. But again, from the side of Militia, that is what KMax has also said. Comms still need a little bit of work, and that's more or less the small talk, which again is the same thing as watching what angle you're watching. Just the tiny little details that you need, is what needs to be said. And again, I think we saw that perfectly on that vault control with how many times somebody slipped through the backside of spawns. We're going to be getting a listen in with Militia here in map 4, so we'll see how they are. But again, maybe their gunnies just haven't woken up yet, and they needed a slap to the face, which was that S&D. They were down 3-0. They were like, hey, let's get going. They had 5 unanswered. They just won their gunfights. They did their thing. Control was very close. I thought they had that in the bag. They had times where they kept the spawns very mixy for the side of 07. I think a lot of the times they always had pressure up in their spawn. But again, just ultimately, I think it came down to 07 winning their gunfights in that protocol control. You have a time I preached it like a broken record, man. I was like, hey, if a player slips through and if he's not able to win a gunfight or not able to find anything in that open space, it's not going to bring anything or provide anything to your team. 07, I felt like they did that. When somebody slipped through, they played their life till somebody literally walked in front of their gunny, and then they just went from there. Which, by the way, made people from the side of Militia come out of their spawn trap and made them come out of the spots that they had. And, you know, you just win those gunfights, keep everybody in front of you. As now, we're going to be going to a protocol hard point. Again, do or die for the side of Militia. Big things need to happen here. And if you're 07, you can shut it out here. Hardpoint is the best game mode of the side of 07. It is 50-50 for the side of Militia. We'll see what happens. It was a close one in map 1. 250 to 205, 210, somewhere around there. We'll see how it gets played out. As now, 07 Black had the first set of time. Militia get a nice break. And Eves gets blessed a gift. I don't know how he didn't see the person the first time around, but he said, hey, I'll take this, as the player literally glitched in front of him. I will say, with that route that he took, did cause a spawn out. Not fortunate, but Shampoo, well, we did go to him. He did die. Shampoo was lurking on the backside of P2. Gets taken out. And a little bit about this protocol hardpoint. You know, this map, I think it's very similar to Vault. I think rotations need to be there. I think spawn checks need to be there as well. If you are not constantly having spawns, it's going to be chaos for your team on any hardpoint map, but this one in specific. So we'll see what happens here. And if you're thinking about money hills, I always like to think P3, P4 is where a lot of people get a lot of chunk of time. Especially these are the hills where your subs can go to work. They can get nitty gritty. As now Militia may have thought that they may have thought about hitting that P2 again, but 07 Black held that perfectly. I think they almost got a full 60 on that, so they did a good job of winning their gunfights. As now Militia are spawning out again. Look at number 7. By the time I'm talking about this, he has hit this route 7 hours deeper. He hit an early route, got spawns for this P3 hill, but it hasn't worked out for them. Somebody literally spawned right next to him. I don't know who. Sclounced. I don't know. AP, did you not see each other? Okay, AP did get that kill. All right. So, I will say, Sclounced trying to make something happen through the backside. Unfortunately, isn't able to find much. So Militia, they clean up the spawns. Safari gonna have to go huge here. Safari does find 2 with the help of beams, make that 3. So pressure here late in this P3 hill, but close spawns for the side of Militia do come in handy. K-Max only able to handle 1, or I meant 2. And oh my God, what is that spawn? My days, is it like Terminal? Number 64 literally spawned with, I believe, number 8 on the backside of P3. It is exactly like Terminal for MW3. I don't know how that happened, but again, that's BO6 for you. How delicate the spawns are makes it so much harder to play these maps, and that's how much more crucial, how much more important they are in your gameplay. But now, Militia are here first on this P4 rotation. I think they won their gunfights to break it, or take control of it. They now take the lead in this map. This is going to be huge. Eves winning a big one. And again, this is where your subs can go to work. This is their playground. P3, P4 is theirs. Eves does take down 2 before he gets traded. And now I like how I like this. They know where these people are coming from. They're reading both sides of this P4. They have subs pushed out on both sides of the elevator shaft and this the spiral. So again, look at this. Militia get a full 60. They're right back in this map. Well, they don't get a full 60, but they get pretty close to it. As K-Max, I don't know how you found that angle, but my friend, you are like a K9 unit yourself, sniffing everything out. But the rotation is won by 07. They have this P1 under lock, and they did a pretty good job the first go around holding this P1 hill. And I think, again, you look at where they're positioning, they have these kind of building controls. And ultimately, they do a good job of getting a retake here. Great job out of Safari, knowing that, hey, he wants P2 going in their favor. He doesn't want to cause a spawn out. He's just kind of pushing up very carefully. Kind of trying to be a nuisance in the other team. And look at this. Able to do just that, as now the Scalounce on a 2 spree. 8 and 11. Sometime did go the way of the Militia, but it is taken right back. It is now tied 109-109. Even ball game as we're heading into these second hills, or as we're heading into the second set of hill rotations. We're seeing P2 for a second time. I do want to go to a listen in from the side of Militia.
Mid gun, he's hurt.
Yeah, I'm holding.
I'm spawning a little deeper. They might be P1 hard.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, they're probably in the back.
What? Yeah, one deep in the back. Yeah, deep in
He
the back.
got me, mid gun.
Lighthouse and deep in the back. Go do them.
Mid gun.
Wow.
There's 2 or 3 on hill. One's going upper steps, 2 on hill.
Hey.
I needed one on hill.
Hit him again.
See if I can get another nade. They have a trophy.
He got me on hill. He's close.
He's weak on hill. There's 2 there.
Hey,
Did it?
one top of it.
One shot, Zafari.
Yeah, everyone play new.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit heli set.
There's no way you look there, bro. One plane on and one still like top either. Go ahead and play now.
He's back like sidewalk.
Over that, we're good.
I spawned back here.
He's mid, just watching the mid cross. On your right.
He's in the back steps on you.
Dead.
I don't.
He's on locker side of hill.
I'm running this guy top. Top dead.
Nice.
In the back.
One in the back.
Back drilled. Oh my
Nice,
fucking
nice.
god.
Right, they're spawning parallel.
2 P1. I think 3 P1.
Here, brother. I'm just
Nice.
Four.
I'm going top.
You guys are good. I hear you. Calm where you're looking at.
I'm watching the P2 side.
Nothing left side.
Nice, good shit. Go,
Grandma,
I have your back. I have your back.
I hear you.
Go to new.
Yeah, someone's going there. Okay, here we go.
New already. Spiral. Shit on.
And then one big door or fucking front on time.
And one top. Just stay new.
That timing.
There's 2 P3.
On new, on me.
Nice.
Nice. Which one drop?
Big door.
Here. Hey, I can hit down one shot. Can I shot?
I don't see anything. Left side big door. Watching left side big door.
He challenged.
I'm holding drop.
Left side channel. Nice.
Nice, good shit. I have every drop.
Look at my spiral. One spiral on me.
I have trophy.
I got him if he slides across.
Okay. There's two there, two spot, bro.
They're
One
gonna
is still strong.
They're not gonna
He
hit
got
the
me,
big
he
door.
got me, he got me, he got me.
He's left side.
One shot on you, dead.
One more on me.
Nice.
Here.
Y'all got that, y'all got that.
Right.
One more, Sean, he was back.
Dead.
Nice. One more.
Tag twice. Last guy. He's back to time.
Hitting boat.
Yeah, he's one shot. There's two on hill.
As now you can tell, Militia kind of feeling it. They're still calm as well, and I like what I heard. Again, you can tell they're very noticeable of their communication. You know, again, that is a little bit of a struggle point for this team. They want to keep that small talk up. You could hear it. I don't know who it was, but I know he was like, hey, calm what you're looking at. And that's exactly what I pointed out. That's what you need to be saying, even when there's a little bit of a silence. I don't think they did. Well, at times they did. You know, if you look at that P3 hill, they communicated when spawns got a little bit choppy, but they just did a good job. I think they started coming to life on that P4 hill. You could hear it in the comms. They were like, hey, even though it was a 2v4 situation when they were about to get broke, I think it was Eve's last one alive, he was like, yo, they were like, you got this, bro. You got this. You guys can win that. Allow us time to get up there and allow us time to get back. And they ultimately did just that. It's kind of similar to how Rocker play. If you guys are familiar with the Minnesotians, they are a very fast team, and especially on this map, on this P4, they always feel like they have somebody there, and they always feel like they keep it mixy. It's never a 4-man retake. So again, it's just the way they can able to get back to the hill off of spawn is what makes it special, and I think Militia did just that. They find a nice 4 dead. You could tell again. They also had some choice words in the feed. They were like, that guy got it on. But now they're up 211 to 182. Now this was similar to how map 1 played out. I think they had the lead going into the last hill, and this could technically be the last hill as Eves trying to put it to bed like he did with Adam. Well, that's actually, never mind. That messed up because I said he and he, so, hey, but you never know when it's discriminate in 2024. As now, Militia only were able to come away with 20 seconds there as they got broken on that last hill. They can still win it here at Old. No, I take that back. They cannot win it. Oh, yeah. Well, no, now that it's 18 seconds, they cannot win it at Old. They are going to fight for this scrap time, though, so they're going to try and get as close to 250 as possible before this new hill. I don't know if it's going to work out for them because they don't decide to hit the scrap time. They don't decide to get any of it. Look at this. Safari's up here on top. So this is huge because Safari's decided to play new. He decided to play for the rotation. He's going to try and make something happen here. Everybody from the side of Militia is leaking on the sitting so deep that they want spawns. It comes to fruition. K-Max gets 2. Now this is huge. Everybody's spawning P1-ish. Common sense has to go huge. He is only able to get 1 with 4 seconds left. A challenge needs to come from in, and Beams, unfortunately, isn't able to get there. And hey, Militia, like they said, our hard point is iffy, but man, when they are on it, they are on it. When they put everything on the line, man, it is like the Dan Campbell, the Lions. Who? They will give 110%. They'll bite a kneecap after they get shot twice in the face. They'll punch a couple more times after they go down for a third. And let me tell you this much, they'll get harder and harder to take down every time they get back up. As again, Eves, 33 and 19. The man, when you let that sub player go, when you let him free reign like a bud, he ain't got no cage to him. The man sets loose and provides opportunities for your team. I didn't necessarily hear the New York accent as much as I thought I would, but ladies and gentlemen, we going to a map 5. It's been a fun one. I'm glad I decided to pick this game up tonight. I was deciding not to because I was like, yeah, homework. But, you know, homework can wait. No, I'm just kidding. Homework is homework. School's going to take up my life now. But I'm just glad. I'm glad I picked it up. I was like, yeah, I was like, rest day, homework, or a cast, that match. I'm like, I'm like, I might as well cast that. I'm like, it might be a good one. It might be a fun one. It's turned out to be a fun one. Because now, maps and modes. We're going to map 5. And why not? Let's see another triple header. I think my previous match didn't go to map 5. But hey, why not? A triple protocol. It's going to be so fun for you guys. We're here for it, though. just waiting on these people to send me an invite. There we go. We got it. All right. We're here. We're schmoving. We're grooving. Everybody do it. Dun, 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 dun. It's looking like teams are going to stay the same. I mean, hey, yo, I'm definitely going to have to go through this recording and find little bits and pieces because, again, it's just been a fun one. I take that back. Teams might be moving. But again, if you looked at the maps and modes, you can see it in the top right. It is going to be Protocol S&D, and let me tell you, why not end it off on a map like this? It gets played similar to Skyline, especially towards that A site. It is bang, bang, thank you, ma'am, green eggs and hams and yams. So, as the teams are all messed up. But again, you know, first bloods are crucial. How well you can trade out on that A site is also crucial. But I also like, I've kind of noticed this here and there. I've said it in my past couple games I've casted. I like how Protocol has evolved. You know, at the start of this game, especially in the preseason and when, you know, the game first launched, everybody was doing their preseason leagues. Especially because of that A bomb site and it was in the middle of P4. I love how, like, since it's moved to the backside, it's been a little bit more difficult to get the bomb down. And ultimately, I think people have steered cleared from it. But I think people have realized how easy B is to get sometimes. So the evolution of hitting the middle of the map, the evolution of bum rushing B has come into play here on this Protocol S&D. And it's interesting to see that because again, at the start it was just headbutt, head mash, and then you know, it gives the defenses a little bit more of thinking because, you know, now it's got to be, hey, let's spread the map a little bit. You know, we can't always leave B open. I feel like I've been talking about this stop for like 30 fucking seconds now. Oop. Nah, I'm just kidding. My channel. I can say what I want. As now. Getting into it. Oh, I feel so bad. I said I was gonna. Oh. I'm supposed to be in a meeting right now, actually. You know, let's get this match underway. Ladies and gents. Map 5, do or die. Both teams, Militia, stayed alive. So now, we're getting right into it. First blood from Safari. They're in this A-bomb site like swimwear. They're in there. And going to town like an itchy crotch. You're gonna need some baby powder. The bomb plan is down. 4v3 situation. They're gonna try and work this from Spiral. AP Demon is the man to try and watch. He's gonna try and do something here with the AR coverage combo. AP finds one. This is huge. They're gonna chase him here. AP unfortunately falls, so now it's up to K-Max. K-Max isn't able to find anything. It's up to Yves, and just like that, one by one. 07 Black get the trades done. I may have to let these guys know I'm in there. Hold on. Alright, so we let them know. Oh, shoot. My caps lock was on. They might think I'm yelling at them. Alright, well, you know. We saw this play out map 2. I'm not going to get excited yet. You know, 07 Black, they came out with a nice 3-0 lead, and then it was responded with 5 unanswered from the side of Militia. We'll see. Because now Yves getting very aggressive. This is something he did on Hacienda. You allow him to go to work, and he can do something. He was spotted, though. I think he was spotted. Oh, my days. If you guys paid attention, I think it was number 3 on the mini-map. He played towards that spiral bottom P3 locker area. I think he saw the toes of Yves. And the comms came through. Common sense lurking on top zip. Huge. But it's also huge for 07 to win their gunfights as well early in that round. Because if not, Eves is the only player. If that doesn't happen, Eves isn't the only player. He might find a flank, might hit something nasty. But now 07 get a nice 2-0 lead. Again, this black team, they come out hot. They tend to fizzle out, though. So we'll see what happens here. Because now this is an A hit through and two. Shampoo with a big double piece. Oh, and Eves with a little bit of a schlang. All right, common sense. Let's see what you got. Now, it's a 1v4 situation. I don't know if he was spotted. He wasn't. He doesn't have bomb. I think everybody from the side of militia know where bombs is. Yeah, Eves knows where it is. They're all hunkering down in this site. AP sitting in the corner. That man laying on top of the controls. Eves is getting some juicy thoughts behind him. He's looking at you-know-what, gonna go to Pound Town. And now common sense. I mean, with an AR in his hand, it's gonna be very hard to get towards something here. I'm gonna try and hit this zip, but guess who? I mean, that was just inevitable. That was inevitable. You just delayed it. Alright, boys. Let's see what we got here. 07 Black up 2-1. Looks like this is going to be an A hit from the side of militia. Pre-nades, pre-stuns, everything going out. Common sense, all kinds of information. Able to find the first blood. Sliding in, sliding out. You're like Mr. Frozone with ice on these wheels. Oh, okay, some trading comes down. 2v1 situation. Pump the brakes. It's all up to K-Max. I think he thinks somebody went up zip. I don't know if he knows this. Nobody went up zip. But he's going to hit this route eventually. He's going to be like X-Nid in the Team Falcons. Man, that boy just sat in this position. In the minor, bro. Oh, he's able to find the kill and he hits the zip. Still has to pick up bomb, though. This is huge. Common sense is getting aggressive now. A little bit of an off angle from Common. A little bit of an off angle. I don't know. They both had the right idea. The reposition from Common Sense comes in, and again, if you're K-Max, I don't think you're expecting that, and him sitting right there, so that's why. Now. Oh, Shampoo with a big first nade. Let me tell you, Shampoo did some things in Hacienda as well. That man went insane. He was 14 and 5. But the pre-nade is all for nothing. Because now it's responded with Common Sense trade. First blood is there. Shampoo, because he knows where that nade landed, he does know at least somebody's over here. There's got to be more. Because 07, they play as a unit. You know, these past few rounds, they've been playing. Shampoo definitely saw that play across, so now these arrows are going to reposition. I don't know if he saw the second one, but it doesn't matter, as now the hit is through the backside. They're going to go to B. The player to watch out for is number 8, though, Eves. Interestingly enough, now has an AR, but these red arrows are moving. Shampoo making his move. Only able to find one before he gets traded out. Job is done, though. 1v2 situation for Common Sense, and again, Common Sense is so far out of the play. He is just like nothing is able to happen. My man, he won the gunfight? Excuse me? 14 seconds left. He does have enough time to get bombed down. But the check should come in from the side of Eves. He's going to put this down at the very last minute. He's going to put this down at the very, very last minute. Bomb goes down. 41 seconds left to work with. Eves They have now swapped positions. I don't know if Common Sense can see this from P1. He doesn't, but he does have an aid, so he's going to use this for a stun check. That doesn't hit, so he's going to have to use the bomb. Kind of throws his life there. A little bit of a cheeky heady right here. Playing for the information! And hey, big boy Eves goes huge. Got a little crazy there. Again, I don't know if Common Sense that nade was kind of your lifeline. You kind of expected that to hit for the bomb check, but again, maybe just plant it on the opposite side so that way you can check it from P1 a little bit more easier. That's just little things that go into S&D. You know, it's huge. It'll help you out in 1v1s. But I know he's up against the clock. He's more or less just worried about getting the bomb down. I can get where he's coming from, you know. You don't know if Eves is going to push you or not. It's more or less just a hope and a prayer. As now, the play is in towards B. It looks like this is going to be the first hit. AP. I think I'm losing my voice here. AP gets taken out. First blood going the way of 07. I think, by the way, 07 played that they hit A fast, didn't realize anything was going to happen, so they aggressively. Oh, Eves isn't able to win that. 07 hit a very aggressive flank through that elevator shaft, able to find a nice couple. Militia down 2 rounds. They did say S&D was their sweet tooth. It was their strong suit. Let's see what happens here. As now, it looks like it's a little bit of a slow B hit from the side of 07. Militia. They check A once. Stuns and nades are out. Eves doing what he does best. Gets very aggressive in the map. But number one on the flip side, Safari, has also gotten aggressive as well. I don't know if they haven't seen him. His gun did not stick out over that sidewalk. But, oh, he saw somebody. Peripheral vision is 20/20. Right now, he has gone to the doctor every year. My man, you have great eyesight. Let's see if it comes through. He also has good gun patience. He is tailing like a CIA agent. Let's see if it comes down to bite him in the butt. AP just went flying. I don't know where that body just went, but man, that happened. Safari going huge, as now it's a 1v3 situation for K-Max. I don't know if he does. I don't know where he is. He's able to find one. Let's get out with his life. Bomb should go down nonetheless, because he does have to play his life here. 20 seconds. Now 45. K-Max trying to work something. K-Max knows somebody's going to be on this heady. It's just how long he can get the free kill. Unfortunately, moving from that spot does free it up. 22 seconds left. He has put rounds in. Unfortunately, just didn't have a 60-round mag in it. A lot of dancing right there. And 07, I will say, I don't know if this was their map pick or not. I think it was their map pick. They are looking a whole lot different than map 2. They are all gas and no brakes right now. I think they're playing a little bit more like a team. You look at Hacienda map 2, I think they tried to sprinkle in a little bit of solo plays from the side of their sub. When that failed, their whole team failed. Right now, they are attacking things like a buddy system. There's always at least one close for a trade or something like that. B hit from the side of Militia. Common Sense able to draw first blood. Huge. Responded right back with Shampoo, though. Those two have battled. Those ARs. Is now K-Max able to get yet another trade. This bomb is going to go down B. Beams. We heard that door pop, though. Beams may get sought out. The bomb isn't going to go down. Beams somehow stays alive. Beams making something out of... Oh! Oh, my days. Sweet baby day. Reezus, I don't know if you can hear the game chat, but right now they're going off right now. 07 Black. Take it 3-2 in a map 5, not around 11, but it was damn close. And the flawless run from Militia is over. As now, I gotta go all the way down here to fucking...
Yo,
No,
how
right,
do I
dude.
spell their fucking names? Yo. How do I spell their names?
Chill.
No.
Chill.
You know what? I'm just gonna add
Chill.
them. I'm going for fucking names.
Chill.
Zane, there's no
Let him
chill
cook,
here,
bro.
dog.
Let him
This
cook.
sounds
Let him.
like
No,
camp.
no, 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 no.
Owen, hold on. Corpse is here.
Oh, no.
Oh, what's up, bro?
What are we cooking? What are we cooking here?
They're
Oh my
ass.
God.
Oh.
They were
Like,
shit talking sense for the 1v3, and then
Yeah, like I almost won a unwinnable 1v3. He says I'm brain dead in the match chat.
and then I 1v3, and not a 1v3. I 360 a guy to win him out.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, no, that I will say that was a little nasty turn right there at the end of that. But
What's their
what's
team
your
name? How do I spell this shit?
how you spell it? It's
IVI.
IVI, yeah.
I got it.
So how are you guys feeling?
They're ass.
How are you feeling?
It should have been a 3-0. We got overconfident in the map 2 and trolled.
And then they
Weren't playing together anymore. They couldn't kill me on control. 1v1, he doesn't know who he's fucking chowing.
Literally.
He wants to talk shit when I ripped 2 of his teammates off of the back gun heady in a 1v3. And then gets turned on for the game.
Yeah,
So,
why?
yeah.
Tweaking your teammate, by the way. You guys are sorry as fuck.
Let me in
Sorry,
there.
shut the fuck up.
I'm not done yet. No one's engaged at talking shit. He kicked me.
He's in
I kicked you.
Oh, fuck
Well,
He's in the middle of an interview. You're over here trying to talk shit.
My bad.
Since you seem to sum it up perfectly, does anybody else have words for how you guys played, especially map 2 and map 4?
Kind of sloppy, honestly. The
Map
surge,
4
we
was
got
just bad all
overconfident.
around.
Like, we got a 3-0 in the surge, and we kind of just stopped playing how we should, and then we kind of let them back into it. Control again, kind of trolled a little bit. Kind of trolled, but I mean, guys clueless, didn't have to chow that early, and proceeded to get trick shotted by Sense. But yeah, I mean.
Oh, what about map 4 though? I know Sense said
That
it
was-
was messy, but I kind of
Yeah.
where did you guys fall apart?
We were not rotating at all. We were playing from the back foot the whole game to where they were set up. We were spawning into their irons. Very hard to get out of spawn and even contest the hill. So we were just playing for the back foot the whole game.
But point still stands. They're sorry as fuck.
Okay.
It also helps that they're fucking dog shit. So.
Unreal.
When do we play next?
I don't know. Where would you say the rust has shaken off? I know.
I think our surge still needs some work. I'm gonna be honest, but
Okay.
We have
think-
0 reps on search besides matches. So
Yeah, that would have
Yeah,
been a 3-1.
literally.
That would have been a 3-1 if we just rotated on Proto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mean, if
I mean, it would have been a 3-0 if we
didn't
kept
troll.
playing. Yeah, didn't troll
Yeah,
on
of
the
course.
Hussy.
Yeah, of course. Tell me you got that ninja defuse.
I did. I was like 2 seconds late to it, but I got half of it.
It's all good.
That's okay. That's okay.
All right.
They got no ice.
All right. Well, you guys moved to 2-0. I don't know who you're playing next. You got any words for them or anything to improve upon?
I hope they're better than the last. team.
Fanatical Esports Black.
Fanatical
Who the fuck is this?
esports. Wait, spell that for me,
Who the fuck is that guy?
Fanatical. Like, Fanatic.
bro. This dude's
AL?
name is Fanatical Gangster.
Owen, stop typing.
I mean,
All right.
if for fanatical black or whatever the fuck they are, if they're gonna talk shit mid match, they better win because this is gonna happen again.
Wait,
Alright.
hold on. That guy's my
Alright,
recent.
You guys,
Spoiler.
you guys enjoy your win, and I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here.
Appreciate you, Corbs.
All right, that was the winners of tonight. Oh, I can still hear them in game. All right, that was the winners of tonight. 07 Black. and the flawless run of Militia and what they wanted to do. Again, Militia, you took them to map 5. There's nothing to worry about there. You guys won your stuff when you wanted to. You played to your strengths. I think at the end, maybe got in their heads because there seemed to be a lot of shit talking going on. So we'll see how that plays into it. But again, just take it on the chin, move into next week. And you got a lot to improve upon here. Again, you have great players on your team, and great skill. They can make big plays. But other than that, that is all I got for you guys tonight. When you watch this, again, this is a recording, so I will be sending it to the players, coaches, anybody. I will be uploading it if I have to. Stay safe. You had snow. Stay even safer. Peace. Love you. So, go support and go follow Twitter.